With the Premier League getting into its crucial stages, and Arsenal are determined to win the silverware this season after last season's disappointment, but there was an unexpected setback at the weekend. What's next for Arsenal and Mikel Arteta? Let's find out.
Yo, what's up gunners around the world? It's your boy Nigel 7 and it's the Arsenal Roundup. We have top stories of Arsenal to show you today as we go into this video. So recently, Arsenal have had few recent time right now. It's been a very difficult in the point or from the point of Arsenal fans around the world, because we are seeing a situation whereby we get unfortunate with injuries and also certain things that ought not to influence our performance or even the outcome of our results are actually doing that. So it's quite difficult for the Arsenal manager, the Arsenal players, even the Arsenal fans around the world in this present time, because last season we were very unfortunate to lose the league even when we were at the top for the most part of last season. And a lot of people have been saying, oh, Arsenal busted the league, Arsenal did this, oh, they were unfortunate with injuries. This season, Arsenal tried a summer transfer window to back up our squad depth and the squad balance with new players that could, of course, improve or increase our chances of going one step further to win the league this time around. But so far, so bad in terms of external factors that we don't expect or neutral factors that we don't expect to influence our own performance or even the outcome of our results are actually doing that. Last season, Arsenal received nothing less than 2 apologies from PGMOL, the governing body of referees in the Football Association of England. And this season already, Arsenal have had 1 apology. Now, last game against Newcastle was nothing but a disaster class from the referees. The game started off with Arsenal trying to contain the pressure of Newcastle. We all know the style Newcastle bring, when it comes to their style of play, the counter-attack, their combative style of play, and the fast counter-attack with the physical players they have in the midfield, and the likes of Bruno Guimaraes, who was really poor as a sportsman in that game, and also Joelinton, who of course was very physical, of course, So it was really difficult or very unfair for Arsenal fans, because Arsenal would have loved to pick up the likes of Thomas Partey, who of course also has physical strength in terms of a midfielder, and the likes of Odegaard available for that game, because of course he has this creativity spark he can offer us in the game, which of course was kind of very obvious today, or in that particular game, that is very missing in that game. Edin Keita was unable to see enough services to try his goal, at a goal. Also, Declan Rice was the only man that Arsenal fans were probably happy to see in that midfield. But of course, we know the midfield is the engine room of any football game and any attack, and even the whole team itself. So definitely, it was really unfair or probably unlucky for Arsenal not to have all our players available. But you could argue also that Newcastle don't have some key players to available, like the likes of Alexander Isak, the likes of Sandro Tonali, who of course was banned or suspended for a while now due to the betting charges that was levied against him alongside his Italian teammate in Italy. So definitely is out also. But in terms of the way Arsenal would have approached this game, we feel Arsenal would have picked up Odegaard and Partey in this game to play alongside Declan Rice, who was magnificent in that particular one. He was one player that of course raised a lot of eyebrow when he joined Arsenal because of that fee, but nonetheless he has lived up to the expectation because he was really top on the night. But one man who started alongside him and also is beginning to get into the rhythm of Arsenal's play and style is Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz played really fantastically well. In fact, he was able to win duels, combine well, and make some intelligent runs that could, of course, show us that he is beginning to understand the Arsenal style and the Arteta way of playing. So, that being said, Jorginho was also in the midfield he didn't have a bad game either. He even skipped out the side. He was the captain for the night, and of course was able to do what he had to do. But of course he was bullied several times by Bruno Guimaraes. Nothing less than 3 times was what he did. Pushed the player, elbowed him, stamped on him, and I don't know anywhere in the world whereby the referee will look away 2 times and issue a yellow card the 3rd time, when he could have easily been sent off earlier in the game. He could have easily been sent off even before the last challenge he committed that resulted in his 1st yellow card. VAR was introduced to help this so-called human errors. So why is it not in place? Now, about the goals, let's go into that. Arsenal were scored by something that I don't think anywhere around the world is easy or understandable to understand what some people are saying about it being an inconclusive view in the FIFA rule. It's not about the goal, it's also about the process that led to the goal. So definitely it's what we used to check when it comes to goal being ruled for offside, being ruled for foul, being ruled for an incident or something. This is what we used to check, the process that led to the goal. So in Arsenal case, Anthony Gordon goal, I don't think will stand anywhere else around the world, if not because of English football referees. Because definitely it was really very tough for us to understand what was going on. Firstly, the ball was outside the line. It's not in, it's out of play. Very clear. Any angle you want to look at it is very clear. They are making excuses of, okay, the angle, they didn't check enough angles and stuff. Secondly, there was a shoving from Joelinton on Gabriel Magalhaes to enable that it doesn't hit the ball. That's a foul. And the 3rd one was offside, which even I didn't clearly see earlier, but at least there's 2 reasons that is so clear for the goal not to be counted or to be ruled out. Yet VAR turned deaf ears to everything and deaf and blind eyes to it, giving us reports that it's not a clear evidence enough. I don't know what else is meant to be clear. What about Rashford goal? Why was it ruled out? The ball was out. What happened with the one of Newcastle? Anyway, our manager has branded this a disgrace, unacceptable, and also embarrassing, which of course I totally agree with it. But comment down below, Arsenal fans or football fans around the world, what you think about Newcastle and Arsenal, because from we Arsenal fans point of view, it's nothing but embarrassing, disgraceful, and also very shameful. But let's just hope to see the better English Premier League football refereeing. I don't think factors that not ought to influence the game ought to be doing that. But maybe we are approaching the period whereby referees, especially the ones that are involved in controversial moments like this, needs to be granted interview, explain what really happened. I think this needs to be investigated, just like Liverpool was. Let's listen to what happened between the match officials and what really happened, why the goal still stood. Which of course inspire many Arsenal fans and even knowledgeable football fans around the world, and even knowledgeable football experts around the world. Everyone can easily agree that that is not meant to stand. But well, moving on from that, our next game is against Sevilla.
Hi guys, it's a wrap for today, and I would love to see you in our next video. And you might want to follow your boy on socials, Instagram NelloJunior7, and you can also subscribe to our channel so that you don't get to miss any latest Arsenal news and top stories that are so exciting here. So please share also to your friends and fellow Arsenal fans so that nobody gets to miss these big top stories we share here on Arsenal Roundup. And don't forget to turn on post notification so that you also don't get to miss our top stories on this channel. Alright guys, I will see you in our next video. Until then, your boy is out.